John, what have the focuses been on the track this week ahead of the game against Sydney on Saturday?
It was another short week for us, so really it was around recovery early in the week. We had a good hit out on Wednesday. Now it's just getting ready for the game again. With Stokes and his injury meant that we had to make at least one change, but there's a few other changes and a couple of them around looking after some of our younger players who have been really good so far, but showing a few signs of fatigue, so we'll give them a rest this week.
So 5 inclusions in all, including Mason Redmond for his first game. What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, Mason's come from South Australia in last year's draft, and we managed his program in the early part of the pre-season, just with some soreness he had, but he really was diligent the way he handled that. And since then he's built up to where he's playing really good VFL football, and very smart player, very competitive, playing forward where he hasn't played a lot of footy, but showing a bit of a natural talent there. So yeah, he's really worked hard to earn his spot in the team.
Nathan GRIMA comes in for his first game as an Essendon player. Have you been surprised with how quickly he's been able to get up to speed?
Yeah, he was in pretty good shape. I think he'd was aiming to play footy this year, so he'd done a bit of work, but we did have to spend a fair bit of time building him up, and he's now had a number of weeks of footy under his belt, and we feel he's ready to go. He played really well in the VFL the last couple of weeks, including on Travis Cloak a couple of weeks ago. So he's up for it.
And Sean McKernan, obviously he's played a bit of senior footy before. Do you expect him to split his time between forward and helping out in the ruck?
Yeah, that's where we'll use Sean, definitely. He's been kicking goals in the VFL, played really well in their last practice game before he hurt his ankle and then missed a week, but working really hard on his game. So he'll do a little bit of ruck work and play as a forward.
You touched on those young players maybe getting a rest. Is that the case with Darcy Parish, just having a week off just to freshen up for the remainder of the season?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's he's obviously very exciting talent, but it's a long, tough season, and we're really pleased with what he's shown so far. And it's just a good opportunity now before he gets too fatigued to give him a rest to freshen up, and then we can manage and keep him up with his training loads, which is important. So this week works out perfect.
You've had a bit of a sample size now, 6 games. What are the things that have sort of impressed you most, and where do you want to get better in this next little block leading up to the bye? Yeah,
we'd like to find a way to be more consistent on the scoreboard. So we're having some good quarters and some good halves, but then we're having quarters where we don't score or don't kick a goal. So that's the aim, just to keep building that. But that stems back to everything. We need to move the ball well out of our back half and try and win some good clearances. So there's challenges all across the field, but the resilience of the group and their endeavour to just keep battling away all 3 games without being disheartened by the scoreboard has been outstanding so far. So that's the number one focus for us, that we play out every minute of every game at our absolute best.
All the best against the Swans, mate, and thanks a lot for your time.
Thanks very much.